Is all here, back with another Rune Guide video. This week we're going to be spotlighting Zibrolta. He is a fire attacking monster. He's also known as a kobold bomber and he costs 4 mana cost. His skill is Meteor Bomb. It throws bombs at a random enemy, and if you don't know what bombs do, they explode after a certain period of time and receives damage, gets stunned for a while, and it ignores defense. He's got 3 stones. His grey one increases the damage of meteor bombs by 20%. Nice easy one to get. Definitely put it on once you get it. The green one is meteor bombs attacks one more target. So that's useful. So he attacks, instead of 3, attacks 4 monsters. So it's half the team will have a bomb, possibly. So that's always useful, and I think that's better than the grey. And his purple is by far the best. It is a passive, so watch out for Oblivion. When you get defeated, jumps into the enemy lines and inflicts self-exploding damage that ignores defense on the forefront enemy. Now this one is awesome. So basically he does a suicide bomb and blows up, and it does massive damage. 9 times out of 10 it will do 3/4 if not kill the enemy in front of you, so it's definitely helpful. If you have this, you want to whack him near the front line. Hopefully you'll get some normal skills off beforehand, but definitely the purple one for me is his best one. Ruining him up then in early game, you want the fatal. This gives him a 15% extra attack, and to be fair, in mid game as well, you want to keep the fatal, but I would also have swift because 4 mana cost is fairly high, but for what damage he does, it's fairly understandable. But this just drops him down to 1 mana cost at the beginning of the game. And late game, now if you just run in Zbrolta as a bomb character or using his purple stone as a suicide bomber, have the fatal and swift. Fatal, you just want as much attack basically as possible because he's a common monster. Doesn't have as much flat stats as the legendaries, but just want as much attack physically as possible. However, if you do have a Sierra and you run in a dot team, a violent and swift might be more your option because you might be more in the back row with your green stone, and you just get him back. You have a chance of getting him back in your hand, and that's just worth possibly more than a little bit of damage because you've got Sierra there who will detonate the bombs if needed. So team ups, if you haven't already guessed, Sierra is definitely one of the best team ups for Zibrolta. It's, throw your bombs at the enemy, and then you've got to either just sit there and wait because the enemy will either cleanse them, and then once they start doing that counter with Sierra, or you just let the bombs go. And then once they try and heal up afterwards, you use Sierra to knock off the buffs. Another little one is Mushu. Now if the bomb lands on the forefront enemy, you can use Mushu to kill them, and then that will duplicate the bombs onto the entire enemy. So this is always useful, but you also want to perhaps have someone like Molong just to stop that cleanser once that happens, to stun them. And really any other dots are welcomed with Zibrolta. So you've got your Berettas, your Pernas, etc. are always useful in the team with Zibrolta. Now if you are running the purple stone, you have got 2 other team ups which are good. You've got the spell Imperfect Revival. You want to let Zibrolta do his thing with his purple, blow the enemy up in front of you, then use an Imperfect Revive, get him back, and once they kill him again, he runs off and does another self-explosion. Definitely one of the best ways to use Zibrolta in my opinion. And if you've got a legendary stone Artemil, again similar to Imperfect Revival, once he goes down, make sure Artemil kills someone with his skill and he gets revived back too. What do you think about Zibrolta? Do you like him? Do you not like him? I personally think he's one of my favourite common monsters in the game, next to Seek. I just like Seek. What are your thoughts? Check out this video here to make sure your Sierra's up to scratch, because it's definitely one of the best team ups for him. And I'll see you in the next one.